How's it going, gamers? My name is Zach J Players, and today I'm back with another video for you guys. As you saw by the title, yes, I do have an unboxing for you guys today. My quote's being a bit annoying. There we go. That's better. There we go. Sorry about that. So yes, today we do have the AEW versus WWE figures. Yes. I did pick these up today at the Entertainer. Good place for figures. I recommend going online first, because then you can either have them delivered or you can go and click and collect in the shop when they say you can come and get it, obviously. But unless they're out of stock, which tends to be fairly random at this point, I don't know why, but yeah. So, quick little update, actually, since the last unboxing of, I believe, Orange Cassidy and Sting, I actually have 6 new figures. I went on a bit of a spending spree, so, of course, I'll show you them first, and then we'll get into the boxes. So, just give me a second here. There we go. So, the first two I'm going to show you actually came basically the same day as Orange Cassidy and Sting. We've got Jake Hager, AEW Unrivaled Series 6. Big fella, big boy. And then AEW Unrivaled Series 7, Lance Archer. These two came home basically the same day. I did a bit of shopping after that video, and got these two. And my other most recent ones, these only came in a few days ago. I ordered these online. Through, I can't remember who it was. I've got the leaflet somewhere. Here we go. I got these ones through the whole shebang. They're good. They're really good as well. Delivery time's quick, and you can get into contact with them really easily because they're on Facebook and Instagram. So the first of the ones I got the Unrivaled Series 3 pack, which I've been waiting quite a long time to actually get my hands on. His face. He's actually a pretty cool little figure. I kind of like him. I got the Unrivaled Series 6 MJF as well. Very nice, very, very nice. Little MJF on his butt. And then finally, to cap off the catch-up, essentially, I got Series 3 Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. Again, these are two I've been waiting quite a while to get, and I just decided to buy them on a whim. So they're the same collection as Pack, they're the same series. So yeah, so those are the newbies. But today we have the AEW Unrivaled Series 5 Jungle Boy, and the WWE, which this is a first for the channel, I think, the Royal Rumble 2021 Elite Yokozuna. So I don't know how I'm going to feel about these. I might actually want to try and cut this tape on the figure for Jungle Boy. I'll get Yokozuna out first. So some of you might say this isn't a fair comparison because the figures are different sizes and stuff. Yeah, I don't really have an issue with that kind of thing. I don't judge them based on size or anything like that. I judge them based on how good of a figure they are. So I probably should have got a pair of scissors before recording this, but either way. this is working just fine, I think. There we go. It takes it takes a little bit to open these AEW figures, especially if you want to keep the packaging, which I do. I keep the boxes for all these. In fact, my wardrobe is practically full of boxes at this point. But yeah, so let's just snip the tape on that. I'm pretty sure this guy also has tape, so we'll do that while I'm here. There we go. Is this side already done? Okay. Get in there. There we go. So one thing I do prefer over the AEW packaging is the WWE packaging kind of just slides out. You know, the tray containing the figure just slides out. So there we go. He's a big boy. He's thick. So yeah, we got the Jimmy Hart accessories. Apparently, I don't know. It's not really relevant to me, but here's what we've got. Oh, so just for the accessories, we've got this little bucket for some reason. I don't know why he's got a bucket. There we go. We got, oh my goodness. Okay, these are very different to the AEW hands. We got a little pair of mic holding hands, which now that I have an MJF, I now actually have an AEW microphone, so I could, there we go, could use that at some point. Oh, he's got these ties around his arms. Alright, give me a sec. Gonna have to try and kind of just pry this off. You know what, I'll go grab a pair of scissors, actually. Actually, no, I could try and just nibble this off. Come on. Where should I get the pair of scissors in here? I don't keep scissors, I don't keep anything sharp. Mostly because I know I'm a dumbass and I'll end up cutting myself. Come on. Okay. So. Oh my god. Woof. Oh, he a big boy. He's thick. Whoa. Oh my god, this man's got kick. Right, I'm gonna have to go grab scissors. I'll be back in a sec. Don't know why I didn't just grab a pair of scissors from the beginning, but guess I didn't think I'd need them. Didn't see the snippies on his arms, so let's try and set you free, Yokozuna. I'll figure out where the snips have gone. One snip. Two snip. There we go. Alright. We can finally get this big man out. Oh my goodness. Okay. I saw reviews of this guy not long after he came out. They said he was big. I now believe them. Holy Jesus. Look at the dump truck this man has. So, I'm pretty sure Yokozuna was probably one of the largest men in the WWE at his time. If not the largest man in WWE. He's big. My goodness, he's big. So, you've got decent back, lean back. That's all the ab crunch you get. He's a big boy. Is he on ball joints or is he on pine? He is on ball joints. They somehow managed to get the double jointed knees going, even though the size of his ass flap, you really can't get him back very far. He does also come with fists out of the package, if you can see that. His feet are very small. You got very small feet. Very small feet. I didn't look at the bio on the back of the box actually. Okay, yeah, he's 589 pounds. Yeah, that'd do it. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He got a lot done in his career, as far as I'm aware. We won't put him back in the box yet because we gotta switch out his hands because I prefer the microphone hands than the fists. So he is big. He's a big boy. Has he got a wobbly head? Oh no, he's got a loose head. I mean, that's fine. His head doesn't rotate very well either. Jeez. He is. I just can't get over how chunky he is. He's a chunky boy. I mean, look at him. Look at that. That is a chunkster of a figure. Sorry, Yoko. Put your hands back on. Put you some new hands. There we go. God, your hands don't even look like they fit you. Jeez. Oh, man. Yokozuna, big boy. I know I wanted to get the big boys because I like the big men in wrestling. Big men in wrestling I think are generally impressive. But like this takes big to an extreme. Like this man, I think he was actually a sumo wrestler, wasn't he? Yeah, I think in the actual company he was technically a sumo wrestler. I mean, look at him though. He's big. I think he's the biggest figure I have. Like in terms of just sheer mass, like he's a chunky boy. No wonder he takes up most of the box. Look at that dump truck. Look at this, just the size of his dumpy. And like his legs as well. Like, well, yeah, overall, he's a good figure. He's got the joints, got the wrist, got the arm joints, the wrists. The shoulders are a little stiff, but that's because he is relatively new. He can't look down very far, and he can look up pretty decently. I think that's a pretty decent look up. Can he do the splits? That's about as close as you can get to splits. That's probably far more than he could ever actually do in real life. Not that Yokozuna was too big to be athletic. He was. Just look at the size of it. Like his thighs as well. His thighs are huge. Like the size of his thigh cut at the top is just huge. That's amazing. How does he stand? I'm very curious actually. How does he stand? Oh, he's very wobbly. He's a big man, but they gave him the big feet to compensate. This is amazing. I don't know how the hell they did this, but that's cool. You know, he's got the detail of, I'm pretty sure what everybody calls the nappy. I don't know if it is actually a nappy or not, but you know, you got the details. You got the feet. Doesn't wear shoes. It's barefoot, which a surprising amount of people actually do nowadays. So, Anyway, so that's the Yokozuna, the 2021 Royal Rumble Yokozuna Elite, and we're moving on to one I've been trying to get for a very long time and haven't been able to. Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy Jack Perry is probably what he's going by as the time of recording. Yeah, I don't know what AEW are really doing with Jungle Boy at the moment. Like, he tried to... Excuse me while I'm just getting him out. He tried getting back at Christian Cage, but he kind of lost to Luchasaurus. That's another figure I've been trying to get my hands on. Fucking Luchasaurus. He's a nightmare. You can't find him anywhere. Either way, so... Oh. Jungle Boy's waist's popped off. That doesn't happen normally, I swear. I don't usually pull the waists off. There we go. Come on, Jungle Boy. Out of your plastic tomb. Let's put you back together. Sorry about that, mate. Didn't mean to pull you apart. Just get your hands out. Because again, I'll be switching the hands because I can't stand any other hand than the microphone hand. Even though I never use microphones. So, with Jungle Boy, we got a little pair of Jungle Boy hands. If you can see those past my fat fingers. There we go. And that's pretty much all you get, to be honest. You get that and this figure. Ooh, shoulders, the arms are a little stiff, but I can get past that. The hands don't line up very well either. Oh, speaking of the hands, he's got jump scaring hands. Fucking, It's near Halloween when I'm recording this, so that just seemed funny in my head. Don't question me. But yeah, he's got the spready hands, the claw hands. Let's just change those. Oof. Oh, okay. I feel like I nearly pulled off a finger. He's also got his gauntlets as well, which do come off. Removable gauntlets. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. Little rubber gauntlets. Oh, that's cute. Okay, cool. So, there we go. Get him in my standard figure pose. There we go. Get your feet aligned. Perfect. So, yeah. There's the little Jungle Boy. There's his hair. It's a big piece, actually. His hair is a very big piece. So he can look down very well. Can't look up at all because of his hair. He got a good ab crunch. It's quite a nice ab crunch. So yeah, the double jointed arms, which I do prefer over the single joints, but it's understandable for Yoko. Yeah, it's a pretty good split as well. That could be realistic to how far he can actually do the splits, I have no idea. We got the little rubber knee pads as well, with the I believe they're hexagons? Or yeah. The hexagon pattern. I know if I'm wrong, somebody will correct me, so. You got the hexagon pattern pads. You got the upper thigh cut. You got the ankle pivot, and then the feetsies also move. They're a little bit stiff, but there you go. They also twist, and the up and down. Overall, I like how he feels. He feels really good. He's very small. That could be just because I've handled the Yokozuna today, but I don't know. He feels really small, which I guess is kind of accurate. Oh, hello. Oh, he's even got his little tattoo under his arm. I don't know if you can see that. I can't read it in person. I can barely read it. But he's got his little tattoo under there. I forgot he had that, to be honest. Yeah, plain green trunks. It's Jungle Boy. Nice boots. I do really like these boots, actually. I might end up getting a couple more Jungle Boys just for these boots. Not that I do figure customization, but I just like the boots. They look nice. And his little gauntlet as well. Might as well show the little gauntlet. There we go. Spin that round. As you can see, or probably if my face got out of the way. There we go. You see the stitching? where he usually tightens it. I love that they're little rubber pieces, so you could take them off if you want to. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I love the head sculpt. The head sculpt is probably like my favourite thing about this. It really does just look like Jungle Boy. The hair is one solid piece, so it does do that. But it's it's almost like a rubbery thing, but it is nice. I think they captured him really well. So, actually, let's check the lightness of the Yokozuna on the box. So, I'm just going to do a quick lightness comparison. Put the Jungle Boy back in put the packet back in the box. Put that hand there. Squeeze that hand. Come on. Squeeze that in. That'll do. The one thing I don't like about the AEW packaging is you have to. I mean, the only way I've figured out how to get these out is to practically destroy the box, and I hate I hate doing that. But you know, that's the one thing I like about the WWE packaging. You don't have to destroy it to get the figure out. So there's the box comparisons. I prefer the look of the AEW box, but the function of the WWE box, just with the flap at the top, I think is a lot better. Right, let's just check head sculpts. So we'll use the image on the box and the head sculpt on the figure. So there's the image of Yokozuna that we get on the box, and that's the image of Yokozuna that we get in figure form. I think it looks relatively close. For him, I'm pretty sure he's not here anymore. I don't know. I don't think he's alive anymore. Is Yokozuna alive? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I think with what they've got, I think this is a really good head sculpt. It's a really good representation of Yokozuna. I think they definitely focused more on the size than everything else, because his gear is very simple, but I can imagine, yeah, at the time his gear was also very simple. So, there we go. But I think for the Yokozuna, is good. It's a good. WWE do a good job. Now, for the Jungle Boy, there's the image we get on the box. A nice image. And that's the head sculpt that we get with the figure. I think it looks like him. If you've watched AEW at all recently, then you know what Jungle Boy looks like. And if you haven't watched AEW recently, get on it. It's amazing. It's really good right now. So, yeah, I think both companies capture the realism of their faces and just the shape of them in general really well. I can't really lean towards either one. Technically I can, because I do have a personal bias towards AEW, but putting that aside, yeah, I think if you get a figure from either company, they're both great figures. I don't know about the women's figures yet. I will be getting onto that. At some point. And also the higher spec versions of the figures, so the AEW Supreme and the WWE Ultimate Edition. I will be doing those as well at some point, because I am curious as to how those compare, especially with AEW being a lot later to the Ultimate lineup than anyone else. But yeah, I think both of these figures are amazing. Both details are captured perfectly. And it's actually fitting that Jungle Boy is a smaller figure, because Jungle Boy in real life, I'm pretty sure, is tiny. So, yeah. So, the packaging as well. We'll just go through that quickly. So for Yokozuna, we get picture, name, Build-A-Figure because it's a special line. On the back, we get basically, I think this one's just, yeah, career highlights. We get the statistics, so where he's from and his finisher and all that. Rest of the figures in the wave, the Build-A-Figure for this one. We get Yokozuna on the side, Royal Rumble on top, and for the front, WWE up front as well. And then on the bottom, it's just the barcode and miscellaneous information. And for the AEW, my personal, the one I think is personally better, they go for a very classic kind of 90s, 80s, something like that kind of aesthetic. Get the figure, the background, AEW logo up top, image, collection, what series and number they are, and then the name on the side. AEW logo, picture, number, series. On the back, where this gear's from. So this gear is from Dynamite 2019. The rest of the figures in the wave, watch AEW Dynamite and Rampage. The newer ones do have plus Rampage underneath as well. So, yeah. And then just the usual on the bottom, and you don't really get anything up the top. I like this. I like the look of this packaging. I don't like that you have to destroy it, pretty much. You basically have to pull the whole front away from the back, which I don't particularly like. I do like that the WWE does just slide out of the top or the bottom. It makes it so you can keep the boxes a lot easier and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, I like the AEW figures more. I mean, I have a lot of them. I have a lot of AEW figures. It's a lot of money. Jeez. Either way, so I just thought that I'd do this, see what they're like, compare them. So the next one I think might be just an AEW Unrivaled women's figure, and then a Elite women's figure as well. Just to see how they do the women's figures in comparison. So, yeah, that was the video, I guess. Yeah, a couple of unboxings, comparisons. Overall, I would say that the AEW is slightly better. It was the double jointed arms and the better ab crunch. Although, to be fair, I think the Elites are now starting to come with the double jointed arms and not the single joint arms, which is an improvement. Neither of them really came with any accessories, to be honest. I think the one really good accessory I have is a steel chair that came with pack. And Matt Hardy actually came with a shit ton of stuff. Like you saw in the original video that I uploaded, Matt Hardy came with a lot of stuff. So Orange Cassidy as well. Orange Cassidy came with a few things. But yeah, I think personally, overall, AEW Unrivaled is more worth the money. They're roughly the same price, I think, as well. Unless somebody knows in the comments. But I'm pretty sure they are relatively the same price. I know I paid basically the same for both of these. So, yeah, they're good. The WWE Elites are good, but I haven't really seen any that have, like, wowed me in terms of quality. I mean, this guy, I've just been wowed because of the size. Yeah, I basically got Yokozuna because he was a big fella, and I need some big fellas. But yeah, so, but yeah, I still personally think that the AEW Unrivaled collection is better, but either way, I still think that the WWE Elites are good. Don't go too far back with the Elites, I'd say. Try and stay relatively up to date with the elites. The Unrivaleds, don't worry about staying up to date. You could get Series 1 or 2 stuff, and it's still good. I mean, my Ray Phoenix and Pentagon are the Series 2 versions, because I couldn't find the Series 6 to save my life, which is really fucking annoying. Actually, I need to get those, but I also don't at the same time. But Series 2, still good. And even then, like, 3 of my most recent ones are Series 3, you know. AEW Unrivaled is just really good all around, you know. Like, the earlier figures, they don't feel like early figures. You know, it's like if you go back far enough into the elites, you only have the single jointed knees and, you know, the not very good head. And I think it took them a while for them to actually be on ball joints as well. I think they used to just be on pinecone joints, which basically just went out, forward, and back. The knee, the thigh cut at the bottom as well, I think is relatively new. The feet never, I'm pretty sure the feet never used to articulate. But there we go. So, if you're getting into figures, word of advice, they are going to have some people, they're not going to have some other people. Like the WWE, they're not going to have like MJF or Hangman Adam Page or anything like that. I think they do have a couple of Stings though. I don't know. And obviously AEW is not going to have like John Cena and AJ Styles or that sort of thing. But, you know, go with whichever you think is better, or if you just prefer a brand, then just go with that brand. I would advise not going back too far for the elites, because they kind of start to get bad. But the AEW stuff, if you go back a few series in the AEW stuff, you'll have just as good figures as you would if they're newer. I would say still try and stay up to date if you feel like it, because it seems that AEW just wrestling figures in general are struggling to get places nowadays, which is a real bummer. I think that they might be coming to an end. I hope not, because personally I love wrestling figures. I've always loved wrestling figures. There's never been a time really where I've like not wanted figures. It's just I've never got them. But you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's one of those things where it's like you either love them or you hate them, and I'm one of those people that loves wrestling figures, because I literally have practically a wardrobe full of boxes at this point. Either way, so yeah, that's the video. It's the unboxing. Reviews of each figure, which I understand were a fair bit brief, but you know, I just wanted to get this video done. Not that I don't care about the quality of these, because I really do. But yeah, so what did we get through today? We got through unboxings, we got through comparisons, we got through opinions and recommendations. I think you could say recommendations. So we've actually done quite a bit in this video. I can imagine it's quite long. I can't see the timer because something's blocking it. But yeah, so if you guys did enjoy this video and you did stick around to the end, thank you very much. I realise that these videos do get quite long sometimes, but I do appreciate every single one of you that do watch these videos, because it just really helps out. And put in comments as well, telling me what you think of the videos, or what you think of what I did in those videos, or just recommendations of what you might want me to review or do next, are also greatly appreciated as well. So I think with all that being said, thank you for watching the video once again. If you did stick around to the end and didn't just leave early or something, thank you so much. I will try and get these videos down in time, because it does take me a while. You know, I do ramble quite a bit, which I understand can be a bit annoying, but I think some people might want to hear my opinion on things. I don't know. But either way, I'm going to say it again. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.